Good afternoon, everybody. There are protests in Venezuela. We have live video from AFP. Let's go to the video. Live protests in Venezuela from AFP. Live in Caracas, Venezuela.
Esa misma, esa negra. Mira, está de arriba. Dame, más que jode. Dame. Pónganse para allá, por favor. Está bien, tranquilo, manito. Igualito son para venezolanos.
You are looking at live video from Caracas, Venezuela, protests going on after they had a presidential election yesterday. A lot of evidence suggests that the President Maduro rigged the election. The opposition claims it won the election. The opposition had been leading in polling going into the election. Multiple exit polls showed the opposition winning by a lot, but the Maduro-controlled election commission declared Maduro the winner, and now you have protests breaking out in Venezuela, where many people in that country believe, and many other countries believe, and a lot of evidence suggests that Maduro rigged the election, and now this is happening. This is from AFP, live video from AFP in Caracas, Venezuela. How big are these protests going to get? I don't know. Multiple exit polls said that the opposition was getting over 60% of the vote. The opposition said that they have data from 40% of the polling places showing them getting 70% of the vote. So if the opposition really was getting, 60, 70% of the vote, that means there's probably a lot of angry people in the country over these over Maduro being declared the winner. So how big will these protests get? What is happening? Will the security forces and the army stay loyal to Maduro? I don't know. But this is just really striking video here from AFP. Big crowd in the street there. I would assume these protesters are protesting against the election result. So they would be protesting, claiming that the election was rigged by the authoritarian ruler Maduro. How many of these protests are there going to be? How long are they going to go on for? Do more people start coming out to protest? That I can't tell you. We'll just have to see how this all plays out. But I am not at all surprised that there are protests going on after this election. Thanks to Walter Beasley and Lunar Guardian for your support, and Martin Gingrich. Good to see you back, Martin Gingrich. Thanks, Martin. And Walter Beasley and Lunar Guardian and PZ Papazulu, thanks for your support. Thanks to our moderators. Look, that's a big crowd out there. Look at that. Thanks to our moderators very much. Ruth Krafasi is moderating. Wow, look at this. Incredible video. Lyra Stars is moderating, thank you. Linda Belk and Larry on X. Big Ball of Yarn, David Green. I Got That Fire, McBritches, Sarah, Papa Bear, and Surly Dev. Over there on Twitch, thanks for modding there. Thank you, Who Shot JR, for your support. Thanks to our Facebook moderators, too. Paul Anderson, Kay Lowry Body, Bud Green. Thank you so much. You know, I don't know what's going on in the whole country. Do people start, when these protests start happening, do people see this and then more people come out to the protests? I don't know how many people are going to protest. I don't know where this is going. I mean, this is a serious incident, as you can see here. Look at this. Thank you, Holy DCE. Do we know of any armed militia groups in Venezuela? I don't know about that. I don't know. I can't really answer that question for you. And I don't know, you know, I can't tell, you know, those people look like regular people. I know there's some reports of different protests in Venezuela right now, but I don't know where people are protesting. There's a lot of security forces out there. So I can't give you a picture on what's going on in the country. I've heard some different reports this afternoon of protests breaking out, so I'll let you know when I hear more. This is Caracas. Incredible video from AFP. No problem, Martin. Thank you. Martin, I'm sorry for my part in it too, Martin. We're all good, Martin. That's good to know. Thanks, Martin. I appreciate that. I'm just wondering, will people in the country see this is going on and then they're like, oh, I'm going to go to the protests too? Are people going to join the protests once they see people protesting?
Sí, sí, sí.
We're going to get some more videos soon, I think. Hopefully I get some Reuters videos soon. Oops, sorry. We don't want that. Hang on. So I'm hoping to get some more videos shortly. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. Wow.
No lo voy a pasar, ¿ves?
Again, this video is from AFP. I am hoping to get some video from Reuters very shortly. More protest video. I'll try to get these protests I've just started hearing in the last few hours of protests breaking out there in Venezuela. There's people posting stuff on social media too. Now, we might lose this video. Stand by, they say. Stand by. So I'm supposed to be getting a video from Reuters. So the videos, hopefully I'll keep getting videos for you. Also at 6 p.m. in 1 hour, the opposition is having a news conference. In 1 hour, I will have that live. So again, the authoritarian ruler Maduro was declared the winner last night by the government-controlled election commission there in Venezuela. The opposition had been leading by a lot in polls leading up to the election. A couple of exit polls yesterday, one by Edison Research, a well-known polling firm that also does stuff in the U.S. They had the opposition the Edison Research poll had the opposition in the 60s. I think it's 65%. And I believe the other poll had the opposition in the 60s as well. The opposition says it has, they were supposed to be allowed to observe the vote count, but they said they only were allowed in they only got data from 40% of the precincts. The opposition said in the 40% of the polling areas that they have data from, the opposition candidate was getting 70% of the vote. So anyways, many people, the bottom line is many people in Venezuela and around the world think that this election was rigged by the authoritarian ruler Maduro. The election commission declared that Maduro won by 7%. 51 to 44 last night. So you are seeing protests now break out in Venezuela where people feel that the vote has been rigged and their vote has not been respected, and that is what you're seeing right now. Look at that crowd back there. Look at the crowd. And again, something I'm wondering is, because I just started hearing about these protests were just broke out today, and I do wonder when people in Venezuela see that there are protests going on and other people are protesting, will some people say, oh, well, I'm going to join the protest too now that somebody else is? So we'll have to see what happens. Platinum Swords thinks this is going to get really bad. Look, I saw some people commenting on social media last night saying this is going to be different than, other elections. I think implying that there's going to be big protests. So again, we'll just have to see what happens there. Thank you, the Scaled One. Thanks, the Scaled One, for your support. The socialist, there's been a socialist party ruling in Venezuela for 25 years, under first Hugo Chavez and now the current president Maduro. Under the current president Maduro, a quarter of the population, roughly a quarter of the population, has fled Venezuela. They have had an enormous economic collapse in Venezuela under Maduro. Look at these pictures here. Wow, unbelievable. Look at this. Rodin says, surprised they have internet still. Well, the internet has not been cut off. Yeah, some people said AP has a live shot. I can't use their live shot. I can only use the live shots I pay for, so I can't steal footage. This is from AFP. Our viewer, Sean Caven, our viewer, says, just talked to a friend in Caracas. He told me there's a weird vibe. Everyone feels like it's a matchbox and someone is about to strike the flame. Thank you, Sean. Again, hoping to get another, I should be getting another feed soon from Reuters. Hang on a moment. Yeah, the feeds might come in and out, guys, so I apologize if that happens. Hang on a moment here. Ooh, hold on. I might have to reset something. Hang on a moment. I got to reset something here. Give me 2 seconds. I am going to, you're going to see me kind of disappear for a second. I got to just reset something. Give me about 30 seconds. We have a little bit of a freeze up here. Yeah, I need about 30 seconds to reset everything. Happens once in a while. Once in a while, these things happen. But I'm hoping to get some, so I'll get that video back up for you in a second, but I'm hoping to get some Reuters live video too. Oops, hold on. All right, sorry. Again, so we have protests breaking out in Venezuela after the authoritarian ruler Maduro, his government announced that that Maduro was the winner of the presidential election yesterday, when a bunch of evidence suggests that they did not win, that Maduro did not win the election. So we're getting protests breaking out in Venezuela over this election. We recovered the election last night. Thank you to West Decker for your support. I appreciate that. He says, we're all in this crazy world together. Thank you, West. All right, guys, I am just about to get the video back up. Sorry, I had to kind of reset stuff here. So give me another second. Let me just get everything set up for you. This might take 2 seconds here. Hang on. Hang on. All right, get this off the screen. Oh, oops. What is... Oh, all right, here's a video. I got the video back. I'm going to get the video up for you right now. Thanks, guys. Video coming right now. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. One moment. There we go. There's the video. We getting any sound on the video? Hang on a moment. I got to refresh things. Let me refresh things one more time. There, now we have sound. We're back. Wow, so that's something's on fire there. Motorcycle of somebody. I don't know if that was a police bike or a protester bike.
¡Otro tintor! Sí, sí.
¿Para cargar quién, pues?
Está viendo, se está haciendo el trabajo por todos los parámetros legales, sin violarle los derechos humanos a nadie. Simplemente somos garantes de la paz, garantes del respeto.
¿Lo cargaba?
No monte de nosotros,
¿Ya lo cargaba, mi coronel?
Mira, la guardia, pasa adelante la guardia.
It's a lot of people out there.
Mira, allá hay uno, allá, aquel de allá. Vamos a agarrar aquel que está en el edificio.
Guys, I'm going to post some stuff on my X account too. My X account is at Lookner, at Lookner, so I might see some clips that I'll post on my X account. Wow. I am looking at a video, I'll post it on X, of people destroying a giant poster of Maduro. So I'll post it on my X account, at Lookner on X.
Dame. Mira, dame. Mira, ¿cómo que te llamas? Dame.
Vamos a estar pendientes, no tenemos mucho poder de fuego. Aquí estamos disfrazados, un impacto psicológico. Vamos a esperar que ellos se cansen. Ellos están locos, ese no está menos de ellos. Cuando ellos se cansen, ahí quedamos.
Yeah, I just saw a video of a lot of people ripping up a giant poster of Maduro. Wow, look at that crowd.
Ahora se necesita un respuesta para la ballena.
Whoa. Wow. Wow, look at this. Unbelievable video. Wow. Unreal video. Amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Who knows where this is going in Venezuela? How many people are coming out to protest? Again, there were multiple exit polls yesterday saying the opposition candidate got 65%, and the opposition says they have data showing that in a lot of the country they were getting 70% of the vote. It could be that the large majority of the country voted against Maduro and is just angry about it now. So how many people are going to come out and protest? We'll just have to see. Will the security forces stay loyal to Maduro? That's a whole other question. I will say these security forces, and there's a bunch of them, they do not look like they have overwhelming force right now. I mean, you can see it. I mean, they're having a difficult time. Look at this. Unbelievable video. Unbelievable video. This is from AFP. AFP video. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this video. Look at this video. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, now the camera person isn't with the protesters. It's a big crowd out there. Look at this crowd. Wow, crazy. That's not even a young guy. That's an older guy. That guy's older too. This is not all young people. That's not all young people. People of different ages out there. Wow. This is unbelievable. Now what's happening? Now what's happening? We got some people on motorcycles coming. Are those like the Maduro colectivos, or what is that? Are those regular forces? I don't know. Maybe just regular police on bikes. Thanks to
estamos aquí los dos otra vez.
Thanks to iCup and UROC and Martin Gingrich and McLean33 for your support.
Vamos a tener que leer.
Thanks to Gonzalez and Kiwi Powison for your support as well. Just incredible video.
Yo sé uno de esos, necesito un plombo. Exacto, necesito que alguno me arregle aquí, tengo que cambiar baterías. Necesito que traigamos el labio para acá y llevemos a la imagen de corriente. Si cae el sol nos vamos. Cuando cae el sol nos vamos todos. Sin duda, sin duda, sin duda.
Oh, look at this. Security forces on the look at this. Wow. Unbelievable video. These cameramen are incredible. The camera crew is incredible. Yeah, Martin asked about this. There's been this question as to whether the military would stay loyal to Maduro if Maduro tried to overthrow and tried to rig an election that was clearly against him. A lot of evidence suggests there's a lot of evidence out there suggesting that the opposition candidate was way ahead. So, will the military, if more and more people protest, will the military stay loyal to Maduro and continue defending the Maduro regime? That I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with these protests. Unbelievable. quick thank you to Andrew Schlegel, McLean 33, Allie B from Tennessee, James Fish, Gin and Tonica, Popeye, Bill Bofnick, 7-Inch Destroyer, Maria Madrigal. Thank you for your support. Now what's happening? Now what's happening? What is going on now? Hang on a moment. Looks like the actual video froze. So we might lose this video. We might lose it for a bit. I don't know. They might, I can't tell how long this feed's going to last. We're supposed to get another video from Reuters soon, but I think the original video is frozen. This is not on my end. So let's hope they can get it back. That's the original video that froze. So hopefully they get the video back. We'll see. And again, I'm supposed to get some from Reuters soon too, but this is not a my end issue. This is the original AFP video, currently is out. So let's hope they get it back. Also, in half an hour, the opposition is supposed to give a press conference, which we will have live coverage of in a half an hour. But hopefully this video can come back. Just unbelievable. And there's stuff going on in various parts of the country. So I'm just leaving this right now, and all right, they say just fed. So that particular video feed is over, but I'm guessing they might get it. We might get another one from there, and so let me give you some updates. I'm supposed to get a video at any moment from Reuters, but it hasn't gone live yet from Venezuela. So as soon as I get any video for you, I will put it right on the screen. Okay. So again, I'm sorry the footage went out, but I can only show you when I have the stuff. But I'm sure AFP will do their best to get a video back up. And again, Reuters is supposed to have some too. AP is showing one right now. I can't steal their video, but they're showing a video on YouTube right now. I'm keeping an eye on it. It might be like the similar place, the same place. But hopefully, I will have live video back for you shortly. Let me just check here and see any updates here. And I've been posting some clips I've been seeing on my X account. But from what I'm seeing on social media, it looks like there's people protesting in various parts of Venezuela. But again, I know I'm literally looking, I'm eyeballing the AP shot. AP, I think, is at the same place. But again, I can't steal their video. So I'm just looking out for when we get another one. But I'm just on social media, I'm seeing a bunch of different footage from different places of people protesting. Try to get you some news reports too. Reuters reports, Reuters says protesters gathered in towns and cities across Venezuela today as President Nicolás Maduro claimed victory in a tense weekend election despite growing evidence of a resounding win for the opposition. I'm reading you from a Reuters article right now as I wait to try to get you more footage. I can actually show you the article. And as soon as I have more video, I'll put it up. I keep checking for more video, so I assume I'll get some new video soon. But you can turn on AP if you want to see a live video because they're showing one right now. Let's see here. Hang on a moment. Give me a moment here. Thanks for your patience. Hang on, what is going on now? What is going on? Here, let me get you this report from Reuters that I can show you about what's going on. Still waiting to get Reuters video. Reuters is supposed to have live video, but they haven't posted it yet. Oops. So an AFP hopefully will get their video back up. You can see right here, oops, right there. Oopsie. Venezuelan protests break out as government claims election win. Protesters gathered in towns and cities across Venezuela today after President Maduro, Nicolás Maduro, claimed victory in a tense weekend election despite growing evidence of a resounding win for the opposition. During the afternoon, crowds appeared in urban streets, which we've been seeing, as well as outside the National Electoral Authority offices across Venezuela. That's the CNE. The CNE said just after midnight last night that Maduro had won a third term with 51% of the vote, a result that would extend a quarter century of socialist rule. Later, it proclaimed Maduro president for the next 6 years, saying he had won the majority of the votes. Of the valid votes, but governments in Washington and elsewhere cast doubt on the results and called for a full tabulation of votes. Independent exit polls pointed to a landslide win for the opposition following enthusiastic shows of support for its presidential candidate, Edmundo Gonzalez and opposition leader Maria Corina Machado on the campaign trail. A motorcycle taxi driver, Fernando Mejia, 41, told Reuters, "We're fed up with this. We want freedom. We want to be free for our children," as he marched in the city of Maracay with his family. The street protests followed earlier Casero Lazo demonstrations, a traditional Latin American protest in which people bang pots and pans in neighborhoods throughout the country. Many of those marching had their pots with them. In the Caracas neighborhood of El Valle, police fired tear gas to disperse protesters. In a bid to disperse protesters. In Caro, the capital of Falcon State, protesters tore down a statue depicting late President Hugo Chavez, Maduro's mentor. Earlier, there were scuffles between opposition and government supporters at polling sites in Caracas and other places. The opposition leader, Machado, said the opposition candidate won 70% of the vote. Machado, the opposition leader, was barred from holding public office in a decision she says is unfair after she overwhelmingly won the opposition primary. All right, so again, I'm hoping to get you some live video from. Oh yes, hey guys. Okay, I have an update from you. So in 20 minutes, there's going to be a press conference from the opposition in Venezuela, which we will have live. AFP says Reuters. They say they're going live anytime from Venezuela. AFP says after the press conference, they're going to go live from Venezuela again. So I should have more video coming up for you from both. I'm supposed to have more from both Reuters and Venezuela and AFP. I'm really sorry I don't have live video at the moment. There's nothing I can do. You can watch the AP video, but both AFP and Reuters say there's live video coming. So I am keeping an eye on the AP video. And again, all I can do is show you what I have the rights to. The video is not cheap. It's quite expensive. You might just say, why can't you buy the AP video? It is incredibly expensive even to buy the AP and the Reuters video. It's very, very expensive. So that is not something I can afford. But hopefully we will get sometime in the coming minutes another video. I keep checking. But we will have in 20 minutes the opposition news conference. We're going to have that for you. Thanks, Ryan Cook. What will this do in terms of causing instability in South America? I have no idea. I just don't know. If you have huge protests here and somehow Maduro is forced to leave office, could that spread to other countries where they don't like the authoritarian ruler? I have no idea. It's an interesting question. I'm sure Biden has been briefed on this because the Secretary of State spoke about it last night. I'm sure Biden is aware of it. I don't know if there's any kind of, at this point, there's only so much that the U.S. government could do. So, but I don't believe Biden himself has said anything about it, although I may be wrong about that. He's speaking like right now, so maybe he said something about it right now or earlier today. I don't know. Thank you to Jennifer Gold also, and Pickled Witch, and Gary Eckert, and Marcel Fafard, and Gringo for your support. So again, I really do apologize that neither of my live video sources currently has live video from Venezuela. As soon as I get live video, I'm supposed to get more from both of them, I will put it on the screen for you. That is my plan. In a second, I've been posting some stuff on my X account. There's some clips floating around which I don't own, but I can post links to them and you can go check them out. Reuters says the U.S. nonprofit the Carter Center, who sent observers to Venezuela for the vote, called on the Electoral Authority to independently publish the results by polling station. The Electoral Authority in Venezuela is meant to be an independent body, but the opposition says it acts as an arm of Maduro's government. Now, the opposition candidate Gonzalez has not called for supporters to take to the streets and warned against violence, even as reports trickled in of arrests and intimidation of his supporters. But it looks like we have a lot of people in Venezuela taking to the streets anyway this afternoon. Let's see here. What else does it say? Many Venezuelan voters, says Reuters, despaired at news of another 6-year term for Maduro, who has presided over an economic collapse, the migration of about a third of the population. About a third of the population has left Venezuela, and a sharp deterioration in diplomatic relations, crowned by sanctions imposed by the U.S., the European Union, and others, which have crippled an already struggling oil industry. This person, retiree Dalia Romero, 59, told Reuters, Maduro yesterday shattered my greatest dream to see my only daughter again, who went to Argentina 3 years ago. I stayed here alone with breast cancer so that she could work there and send me money for treatment. Now I know that I'm going to die alone without seeing her again, she said through tears. One thing the opposition was saying is that if Maduro lost and the opposition won, they expected a lot of people, millions of people. I think 8 million people have left under Maduro. The opposition expected a lot of people would come back to Venezuela, and you could have families reunited like this woman in Venezuela is talking about here. Whereas if Maduro continues as president, it's expected that more people, a bunch more people, will leave Venezuela. All right. Again, still waiting to get live video back from AFP and Reuters. Hopefully I get it from one of them soon. As soon as I get more live video, I will show it to you. AP has a live video now where they're showing like some police on the street. As soon as I get more live video, I will certainly bring it to you. Okay. Oh, here's something about the exit polling. Edison Research, which conducts high-profile election polling in the United States and other countries, published an exit poll showing Gonzalez, the opposition candidate, had won 65% of the vote, while Maduro won 31%. Edison's executive vice president, Rob Farbin, told Reuters, the official results are silly. Edison says it stood by the results of its survey. Edison's exit poll was conducted nationwide with preliminary data from over 6,800 voters at 100 polling stations. Local polling firm, Reuters says, where is it here? Local firm Meganalysis said its own exit poll indicated a 65% vote for Gonzalez and just under 14% for Maduro. I have video for you. I got video. Breaking news, we got video. Breaking news, new video right now from Reuters. Coming right now. Video for you. This is in Caracas. I'll turn the audio up some, yes. It's a little low. There are bigger crowds than this out there protesting, but this camera is at this place in Caracas. What is, it says gracias, which is thank you, petare. Now I looked up, petar is to feel like. What is gracias petare mean? Is that oh, what's happening now? What's happening now? Hey, the camera's on a bike, I think. Oh, Patari is a community. Patari is like it's a large neighborhood. Petare is a neighborhood in Caracas. I just looked it up. Petare is a neighborhood of Caracas. What is going on here? Look at this video. This is Reuters video. I guess the video is, the person doing the video is on a bike. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Look at this. Look at the car. People on top of that car. Look at the truck. Wow. A quick thanks to J Spike and to Nate Penn and Big BitGoat and RSK Nor for your support, and Ryan Cook. Really appreciate your support for the channel. Thank you. Thanks also very much to A. Oliveris Santiago. Thanks, A. Oliveris Santiago, for your support as well. In about 15 minutes, or in about 10 minutes, we're going to have, in 10 minutes, the opposition is doing a press conference in 10 minutes. So we're going to show you some of that as well. Thanks also Who Shot JR and Gonzalez and A Moment of Lovely for your support on Twitch, and River King. Thank you for your support on Twitch. And really quick, just want to shout out our moderators over on Twitch: Bastion Girl, Big Ball of Yarn, David Green, LB Prairie Dawn, I Got That Fire, McBritches, Sarah, Papa Bear, and Surly Dev. Big thanks to our mods. Also thanks to Linda Belk and Larry moderating for us on X. Thank you so much to Ruth Krafasi moderating there on YouTube. And Sarah55, thank you, Sarah, very much. RJ, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sergio Lobos, for your support. I think Sergio is maybe in Costa Rica. Do I have that right? Chile. No, Sergio is Chile. Thanks, Sergio, for watching for Chile. And Donato Vinciguerra, thanks for watching and for your support. And I just want to thank the Facebook mods. Kay Lowry, Body, Margaret Riley, Paul Anderson, and all of our other mods. Thank you, moderators. Yeah, one of our viewers just said nightfall is coming. It's about 6 p.m. there. Yeah, I don't know where this is going, guys. I mean, these protests have really sprung up this afternoon, and I wouldn't be surprised if more and more people go to the streets. We'll hear what the opposition has to say in about 5-10 minutes, I believe. And then AFP said they're going to get more footage after the pressers. So hopefully we'll have another video from AFP as well. Thank you, Gonzalez, for your support. Thanks, Gonzalez. Gonzalez says, let's hope they don't do an internal blackout in Venezuela. Yeah, I mean, some have wondered whether they would shut off the internet in Venezuela, but we're still getting video from there now. Hey guys, I just saw footage, guys. Wow. I see footage right now. I'm going to post a link to it in the chat. And I reposted it on my X account. CNW account, which I follow, posted footage of an anti-riot vehicle burning in Venezuela, in Coro Falcon State. So it's a military, it's a security, it's a armored vehicle burning. So I just I don't own the footage and I don't know who does, so I can't show it, but I just posted the link in the chat, and also I posted it on my X account, @Lookner on X. But you can actually see it's like an anti-riot vehicle burning, and protesters are throwing rocks at it. CNW is really good about stuff, so I trust them. Somebody said possibly an old video. I trust that source. They're a very good source. They know their Venezuela stuff over at CNW. Hey, thanks to True the One and Cosma Kumani and Two Dog Mom and A-Ball for your support. Yeah, so the person had a sign that said "Ganamos fui testigo," which I believe means we win, or we won, and then "fui testigo" I think means I witnessed it. I think she said we won, I witnessed it, or I saw it. Right there. Look at it, it's people of different ages. It's men and women. It's also people of different ages. It's not like all young kids. I mean, look at these people. That woman there looks like she's in her 60s or 70s. But, I mean, these look like all women on this shot right now, and a lot of them, they're not, 15 years old. So what they're saying, Edmundo Presidente, that's Edmundo Gonzalez, the opposition candidate. What's the first two words they're saying? Oh, Petare Presente. Petare is a neighborhood. Petare is a neighborhood. We are waiting for the press conference from the opposition. Hold on a second. Hey, guys, very shortly, I'm going to switch to the press conference from the opposition, okay? Let me just show you real quick here. Hang on a second. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. That's the opposition press conference. So that's the opposition press conference. So as soon as that starts, it's going to be in Spanish, but I know last night we had a bunch of viewers in the chat who know Spanish who translated. So if anybody feels like doing that, that would be helpful. Thank you. So even though it's in Spanish, we're going to show you that that press conference from the opposition, which is coming up. And as soon as it starts, I'm going to go back to the other shot right now, but that's about to start. So I'll keep an eye on that. Again, the basic idea here is it was a presidential election yesterday. There's lots of evidence suggesting that the opposition candidate had way more votes, but Maduro, who's the authoritarian ruler, his government declared that the Government Electoral Commission declared that Maduro won last night. And now you have these developing protests in Venezuela of people who feel that Maduro stole the election. So we've seen, and we had footage earlier, we've seen footage of like crowds of people, having these conflicts with, what am I saying? They're of like some sort like fighting, not really fighting, but these confrontations between protesters and security forces where they're throwing rocks and firing tear gas. That's not going on right here. This crowd looks more like maybe like just regular citizens, people, not people who would maybe normally go to like a protest where they're throwing rocks out there too. We see people of all ages, a lot of different ages. Oh, what's happening now? So my point is, we saw people before with like masks on and that were confronting the security forces, and it looks like they went out and they said, they were thinking like, we're going to actually confront the security forces. Whereas some of the people we're seeing here look like people who maybe just said like, I want to go do something, so I'm not going to confront the security forces. I'm just going to go out and just stand out there and hold a sign or whatever and be out in the protest. Oh. I have another video I just saw of an anti-riot vehicle sent on fire. I'm going to post this. I am posting in the chat, and I just reposted it on my X account, a video that CNW posted of a National Guard anti-riot vehicle set on fire by protesters in Coro, Falcon State, Venezuela, posted by CNW. So you can check that out. I'm posting it in the chat right now. We're also, any moment now, the opposition news conference will start, and we will check that out as well. Oh, maybe I'll do, well, I don't know if that's going to work. We'll do this. Let me know what you're hearing. You can write to me on X, at Lookner on X. Shout out to our people viewing in the X chat as well, like Terry from the UK and Jose M. Aleito, who I guess is from Caracas. Any moment now, the opposition press conference will start, and we're going to bring you the opposition press conference live. Again, we are waiting at any moment. The opposition will be giving a press conference and waiting to bring you the opposition press conference. Thank you, Shadows6530 and Exploring with the Zuinos, who says, I work with a woman from Venezuela. She was so upset at work today. Oh, hang on a second. So we'll get you the opposition press conference when that starts. And we're supposed to be getting more live footage from AFP sometime after when the press conference ends. You know, I think the AP camera is at the same intersection right now. I'm looking at the AP camera off screen. It looks to be the same intersection. So where is this all going? I have no idea where this is all going in Venezuela. But there's a lot of very upset people in Venezuela feeling that the election has been stolen. Yes, people who are protesting believe that the authoritarian leader Maduro stole the election. The opposition had been leading a lot in polls leading up to the election. A couple of independent exit polls yesterday showed that the opposition candidate had 65% of the vote. The opposition says that that the information they got from 40% of the polling places. The opposition was supposed to be allowed to monitor the vote count at all the polling places, but the opposition says they weren't, and they said in the 40% of the polling places that they have information from, they had 70% of the vote. And the way the vote works there is when you go vote, you vote on an electronic voting machine, but a piece of paper is printed out with the name of the person you voted for as a backup. So in theory, if the government had wanted to be transparent about this, they could have just at every polling place had a public counting of the ballots because you have paper backup. But in a number of polling places, reportedly, those paper backups were not made available. So, you know, but there's a lot of evidence suggesting that the authoritarian ruler, you know, just made up the election results. So the question is, you know, how many people are going to protest? How long are these protests going to go on? What's going to develop? We don't know. They just really started this afternoon to get bigger. I mean, remember, it was just after midnight last night that the government election authority announced their result. Hey, a quick thank you so much. Thank you very much to Pearson Ball, our viewer. Pearson Ball, thank you so much for your support. Also, Craig Black, thank you very much, Craig, for your support of the channel. And thank you to Rodrigo Rivera. Thanks so much, Rodrigo, for your support of the channel. And also, you know, at night, is there going to be protesting at night? You know, what we've seen, look, I've seen some videos. I saw a video of people tearing up a Maduro poster. I think there's a video floating around of people, you know, dismantling a Hugo Chavez statue. But it's not like we've seen like widespread destruction and stuff. But, you know, how does that start playing out? Do we start seeing more violence and destruction and things? We'll have to see. Again, I don't know where this is all going. Our viewer, Princess Teapot, thinks it will probably get worse. Devastator says, give it time. The other thing, the other thing is, you know, if there's a crackdown on protesters, then what happens then? Do they lessen the protest, or do they get angrier and protest more? Well, we'll see, because, you know, the opposition is doing a press conference any moment now. And so I know the opposition is aware these protests have broken out, and we'll see what the opposition says about the protests. I've seen some unverified videos floating around of protesters being detained by security forces. I can't tell you to what degree that's happening. Cindy Lou says more and more people seem to be gathering. Bet it goes into the night. Hey, thanks Andy Incognito 22 for your support. Hello, Oleg, watching from Ukraine, Oleg says. Hello. I'll post some links to videos in the chat. I periodically find some and I post them in the chat. I don't own the videos, so I can't show them, but there's some videos, videos of various parts of Venezuela, protesters on the streets. Oh, somebody said it's 82 degrees there. Jean Romaine said. The temperature in Caracas is... Google says 76 Fahrenheit. 24 Celsius. You know, something else that's going on, remember, that we haven't even talked about, and that's not even Venezuela, is we're still waiting to see how Israel responds militarily to what Israel says was the Hezbollah rocket attack on a soccer field a couple days ago. So that we're still waiting to see what happens. We might be covering that tonight if that happens. The press conference hasn't started yet. It hasn't started yet. Look. We're still waiting for it to start. That's the opposition press conference. It hasn't started yet. As soon as that press conference starts, I will take you to it, although it will be in Spanish. But some viewers, I think, said they were going to try to help translate, which is awesome. Phantom So Gold, our viewer, says, in one of the videos you posted, the Venezuelan protesters were saying the government has fallen, or this government has fallen. Still waiting for the press conference to start. Has not started yet. Here is the press conference we're waiting for. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting for it. Our viewer, I got a message from our viewer, hold on. Our viewer Lowell thinks Cuba has a lot to lose if Maduro is ousted from power. I found an article by the Brookings Institution that said Cuba and Venezuela provides critical oil supplies on subsidized terms to Cuba in exchange for Cuban doctors, teachers, sports trainers, and military advisors. That's a Brookings Institution article called The Brookings Institution wrote an article on July 16th called The Cuba-Venezuela Alliance, the Beginning of the End. Question mark. But they talk about how there is a close alliance between Cuba and Venezuela right now. Cuba was one of the countries that came out last night and said and congratulated Maduro on his victory. Yeah, the article basically talks about what happens if Maduro is no longer in power and a Chavista is no longer in power and how that could impact Cuba's relationship with Venezuela. I haven't read the article. It's a whole article by Brookings Institution. I'll post a link to that article in the chat if anybody wants to take a look at it. Looks interesting. I'm not going to read it right now. Still waiting for the opposition press conference to start. It was supposed to start like half an hour ago. We're still waiting for it. Now, the AP shot right now is showing some people throwing some rocks. That's the AP shot. I don't know how close that is to this shot, but the AP is showing that right now. They're showing people throwing rocks at police, or at security forces, it looks like. I'm hoping to get AFP footage back soon. AFP was showing that stuff before, so I'm hoping to get some AFP footage again soon. Let's see where this guy's going. Is this guy leaving or is he staying there? Where's he going? All right, let's see where this camera's going. Let's see where the Reuters camera's going. The Reuters camera is going somewhere. Breaking news, the Reuters camera's riding somewhere, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Where is the Reuters camera going? Are they going to where the rocks are being thrown? Let's see. Thanks so much, Paul L. Paul L. and Kyle Dinnan and Andy Incognito 22. Thanks for your support. Ooh, the AP lost their feed briefly. AP feed isn't working right now. The AP lost their signal. Hopefully they get it back for them. So these people are walking somewhere. I don't know where these people are walking. Again, looks like they're heading somewhere. We'll have to see. Unless he's stopping his footage, but seems to be still showing it. Oh, dead spot. Dead spot. It's probably using some kind of a lot of these cameras they combine like cell phone signals. So they use a cell phone signal, but they combine a bunch of signals. But it can go in and out. That's what AP was using, I think. Where is he going? Oh, AP cut to the press conference. Yeah, as soon as it starts, I'll show you the press conference. It hasn't started yet. I mean, maybe this person heard about something. I don't know if the camera person heard about something going on and is going there. I don't know why the camera would randomly just start riding around, so maybe they heard about something. Sorry, it looks like they're getting some dead spots with the signal, but hopefully they get their signal back. I don't know if it's because they're near the mountains or what, but yeah, we might have to wait. It looks like they lost the signal where they are, so. Let me go right now. Let me go over to the press conference that we're waiting for, the opposition press conference, and see. Again, that's supposed to start at any moment. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. Let me do that. By the way, Moshe Schwartz posted a video. I'm going to post a link to it, which he geolocated and says it's a video of protesters chasing down a Venezuelan National Guard unit and stealing their bike and beating the officers. I'm watching it right now. It certainly looks legit. I'm gonna post a link in the chat right now to that video. I don't own the video. I don't know who owns it. But I just posted a video. I just posted the link in the chat, and I posted it on my X account, @Lookner on X. I'm posting videos there as well. Moshe Schwartz found that video. Meanwhile, we're waiting for the opposition news conference. And if I get more live footage from the streets, I will bring that to you. Supposed to get more live footage from the streets, but waiting right now. That cheering is from outside where they are. You're hearing that cheering outside where all these people are gathered. Oh, this is interesting. I'll post another video, and I'll post another video for you in the chat as well. Oh. Oh, so there's there is the opposition leader. We keep losing the sound. That's Machado. That's the opposition leader, Machado. Maria Corina Machado. And there's Gonzalez, Edmundo Gonzalez. He's the candidate, and she is the opposition leader. But the Maduro government did not allow her to run.
Hoy me siento profundamente orgullosa de ser venezolana. Hoy tenemos grandiosas informaciones que compartir con todos los venezolanos. Un milagro, es un milagro. Pero hoy quiero decirle a todos los venezolanos dentro y fuera del país, a todos los demócratas del mundo, que ya tenemos cómo probar la verdad. Lo logramos. Archivo, desde ayer a las 6 de la tarde, a hoy a las 6 de la tarde, 24 horas de trabajo ininterrumpido. Nuestros testigos, nuestros coordinadores, nuestros managers, nuestros coaches, nuestros radares, los muchachos del call center,
Viewers are saying, she's saying, we have the evidence to prove the truth.
transportaron las actas, los que las digitalizaron, han hecho un trabajo excepcional. Nuestros comanditos alrededor de los centros de votación. Y efectivamente lo que pasó fue que el régimen durmió muy preocupado y entre nosotros no dormíamos porque estábamos muy ocupados. Y por eso tenemos lo que tenemos aquí hoy. El régimen promete un CD con las actas. Vamos a ver qué entregan. Porque si entregan las verdaderas, las que ellos publicaron, imprimieron y que nosotros tenemos, pues tendrán que ratificar la verdad. Y la verdad es la que todos vimos ayer en las calles de Venezuela. Quiero decirles que todas las actas, en la medida que las vamos recibiendo, se verifican, son inspeccionadas, se totalizan, se escanean, después se digitalizan y se colocan en un portal robusto, en un portal web robusto. En este momento me emociona mucho decirles a todos que tenemos el 73.20%. Nuestro presidente electo es Edmundo González. Con las actas que nos faltan, aunque el CNE les pusiera el 100% de los votos a Maduro, no alcanzan al mundo.
Some viewers are saying she said they had 73% of the vote. Is that percent of the vote, or is that the number of information about the number of voting poll places they have information about?
A esta hora, en ese portal web se consiguen todas las actas. Basta con entrar y poner la cédula de identidad de algún venezolano, un elector, y ahí aparece el acta de su centro de votación en la imagen digitalizada. También pueden entrar colocando el Estado, el municipio, la parroquia, el centro y su mesa, y verán el acta. De modo que cada venezolano va a poder validar que lo que fue su voto y sus resultados se corresponde con lo que está aquí. Mientras estamos hablando aquí, hay varios líderes globales que ya están consultando este portal web. Mientras estamos hablando aquí, esas pruebas de la victoria de Venezuela, la verdad que dijimos que íbamos a hacer valer, ya la está comprobando el mundo. Los líderes del mundo ya están viendo lo que es la verdad de la situación. Hoy estamos viendo expresiones de ciudadanos que se resisten a que se nos robe el futuro, a que se desconozca la verdad. Son expresiones espontáneas en zonas populares, son expresiones legítimas frente a un régimen ilegítimo. Y nosotros por eso hoy queremos convocar a todos los venezolanos que ayer fuimos a votar por el mundo, por un cambio, y que queremos que Venezuela sea libre y digna, a encontrarnos, los hombres, las mujeres, los niños, los ancianos, que vayamos mañana en familia a reunirnos en asambleas populares de ciudadanos en todas las ciudades de Venezuela. Nos vamos a encontrar entre las 11 y las 12 de la mañana, a una hora precisa para retirarnos ordenadamente a nuestras casas, después de haberle demostrado al mundo y a nosotros la fuerza y la mayoría que somos. Mañana nos encontramos en familia, porque esta lucha que hemos dado, la estamos dando por nuestra familia. Para tener una Venezuela de la que nos sintamos todos profundamente orgullosos y la que podamos traer a nuestros hijos de vuelta a casa. Una Venezuela cuyo presidente será Edmundo González.
Muy buenas tardes a todos. Les hablo con la tranquilidad de la verdad. Quiero decirles con total responsabilidad a todo el pueblo venezolano que la voluntad expresada ayer a través de su voto la haremos respetar. Ese es el único camino hacia la paz. Tenemos en nuestras manos las actas que demuestran nuestro triunfo categórico y matemáticamente irreversible. Quiero agradecerle a la comunidad internacional por su solidaridad y apoyo a Venezuela en estos momentos. Nuestro triunfo es histórico. Ganamos en lugares donde nunca habían ganado las fuerzas democráticas de este país. En los últimos 25 años, por supuesto. Queremos que se respete a cada uno de los millones de venezolanos que salieron ayer a votar. Un pueblo libre es un pueblo que se hace respetar y vamos a luchar por nuestra libertad. Estimados amigos, entiendo tu indignación, pero nuestra respuesta desde los sectores democráticos es de calma y firmeza, apostando siempre por la paz. Venezuela desea paz y reconocimiento de la voluntad y expresión de la gente, Por ello es fundamental que las autoridades respeten esa voluntad expresada en las urnas.
Así es.
El anuncio prematuro de resultados sin haber sido auditados no son una muestra de un liderazgo responsable. La obstrucción en la transmisión de actas son afectaciones graves en un proceso electoral. Ha habido una movilización masiva de venezolanos en todo el país, demostrando un deseo inequívoco de cambio. Todas las instituciones tienen el deber constitucional de respetar la voluntad popular con plenas garantías para todos. Hoy más que nunca es fundamental que todos los sectores democráticos se mantengan firmes, unidos y coordinados. Los países que valoran las instituciones democráticas desempeñan un papel crucial en asegurar que se respeten los resultados legítimos. Los anuncios oficiales no sirven para la legitimación del sistema. Hay un esfuerzo en desmoralizar la voluntad de cambio del pueblo. El descontento es claro, la verdad es el camino de la paz. ¡Viva Venezuela libre y gloria al pueblo!
Antes de proceder a las preguntas de los periodistas, quiero hacer un anuncio. Nos están reportando que a esta hora en las puertas de la Embajada de Argentina hay encapuchados armados y aparentemente efectivos de la Policía Nacional Bolivariana. Yo les quiero pedir a los periodistas que al terminar aquí esta rueda de prensa, por favor, se acerquen allá. Y lo mismo que quiero pedirle a los vecinos de toda la zona de las Mercedes, La Vista, el Rosal, que acompañen a quienes están allí resguardados y que su trabajo ha sido indispensable. Los motorizados, tenemos que protegerlos. Sería realmente un exabrupto violar el acuerdo de Caracas a estas alturas. Procedemos con las preguntas.
A continuación, ronda de preguntas. PPI-TV, Irene Mejías.
Desde Macedonia. ¿Cuál es la respuesta a estas acusaciones por parte de las autoridades de la República?
Bueno, todos sabemos, como lo dije ayer, que mano ganada no se tranca. Nosotros estábamos recibiendo las actas a una enorme velocidad y de repente se paró a las 6:38 y después a las 7:20, perjudicando la velocidad con la que nosotros seguíamos recibiendo las actas. ¿Qué hicieron? ¿Por qué hicieron eso? Bueno, porque se empezaron a dar cuenta de lo que venía. Afortunadamente, aunque sacaron a testigos nuestros de cientos de centros de votación para que no tuvieran el acta, nos contactaron miembros de mesa e incluso otras personas que estaban en los centros de votación. Así que nosotros nos concentramos con nuestro trabajo. No es con amenazas de violencia, ni con mentiras, ni con provocaciones que nos van a neutralizar. Nosotros en lo nuestro, hacer valer la verdad y lograr una transición ordenada a la democracia de nuestro país, con la toma de posesión de Luis González como nuestro próximo presidente.
Por TVN, Mauricio Cruz.
Hoy, tiempo
amanecido con bastantes protestas en toda la capital. Ha habido represión, han habido heridos, han habido bastantes muertos. ¿Cuál es la postura justamente de un candidato que se está dando en la colina? Hoy la acusaron en el Ministerio Público justamente de estos señalamientos del ataque que hizo el fiscal al proceso electoral. Ahora, ¿cómo se siente usted ahorita? Parte de sus declaraciones la dijo un vaguado. ¿A qué se debe eso?
Mira, en mis palabras es bien claro que nuestro mensaje es por alcanzar un triunfo en paz. Todas estas manifestaciones no contribuyen a este objetivo. Hay mucha indignación y eso lo comprendemos, pero nosotros tenemos que mantener la calma, la serenidad para que lleguemos al triunfo sin ningún objeto que lamentar.
¿Han hablado con funcionarios para que cese justamente el proceso?
Hemos hablado con funcionarios extranjeros, de gobiernos extranjeros, quienes están muy al tanto de lo que aquí ocurre. Y ellos están también haciendo gestiones para que no ocurran estos hechos.
La verdad es que sí estoy muy emocionada. Lo hemos estado todos estos meses, en particular las horas que vivimos el día de ayer, recorriendo los centros de toda Caracas, ver un país unido en un anhelo, en un futuro, en un sueño, derribando todas esas barreras que nos habían dividido durante tantos años y viendo que es posible e inminente el regreso de los que tanto queremos y la libertad de los que hoy están secuestrados. Así que al ver hoy esta prueba inequívoca, fehaciente, irreversible matemáticamente de que ganamos, siento un gran orgullo de lo que hemos hecho.
Por Radio Nacional de España, Carmen Julia Hernández.
¡Vayan los colectivos! ¡Vayan los colectivos! ¡Están matando al pueblo!
Ahora vamos, muchachos, permítanme terminar rapidito la rueda de prensa y ya yo voy a salir a hablar con ustedes, ¿ok?
Apelando a la voluntad de millones y millones de venezolanos que aspiran a un cambio en paz.
Yo te diría, en el pasado han habido muchas elecciones fraudulentas en Venezuela. Nunca habíamos tenido la prueba que hoy tenemos en la mano. Y además eso es algo que los venezolanos saben, más allá de que estuvieran o no estuvieran las actas. Todos lo sabíamos, el mundo lo sabía. Hoy las tenemos, cada quien va a ver el resultado de su mesa. Y lo van a ver todas las personas que tienen presencia en los órganos del poder público, incluyendo las Fuerzas Armadas, los ciudadanos militares que vieron lo que ocurrió el día de ayer. Entonces, aquí hay una realidad que hoy ha quedado comprobada y le toca responder al Consejo Nacional Electoral a partir de lo que esta noche haremos público para que todos los venezolanos puedan acceder y realizarse.
Bola de Sao Paulo, Mayara Falsao.
¡Vamos, mi amor! ¡Hermosa, hermosa!
Mayara Falsao.
Mira, nosotros hemos conversado con el ex canciller Amorín, hemos conversado con el canciller Amorín, hemos hecho un intercambio de opiniones sobre la situación en Venezuela. Hay otros funcionarios que también han intervenido y conversado con él, y nosotros aspiramos a que se mantenga la actitud que ha mantenido hasta ahora, según la cual ellos han pedido que se entreguen las actas de la votación del pasado domingo. Conmigo no, pero sí con varios delegados nuestros. ¿Sí?
Por NTN 24, Luis Laya.
Bueno, quería consultarles dos cosas. La primera, hoy el Ministerio Público, además de las acusaciones que realizaba en contra de María Cristina Machado, Alfredo López y de Toledo, también publicó un comunicado en el que dejaban claro 4 delitos de penales, incitación al odio, violencia contra la fuerza pública, entre otros delitos que imponían la cantidad de años que puede ser penada una persona que cometa esto justo en un momento en que los ciudadanos están en la calle protestando. Quería la opinión de ambos sobre esto, especialmente aquí, hoy están en la calle, pero también quería consultar en mayor profundidad la relación que han tenido, la comunicación que han tenido con representantes internacionales, no solamente los que han venido hoy han sido publicados comunicados del secretario, del secretario general de las Naciones Unidas, de Estados Unidos, de muchos países de la región que desde que han estado sancionando todo esto, y quería saber si han estado en contacto con representantes de las Naciones de estos organismos y qué nos dicen sobre la situación venezolana. Esa es la pregunta. Gracias.
Bueno, para contestar la segunda pregunta, por supuesto, tanto el embajador como yo hemos estado en varias reuniones en conjunto, cada uno por su lado, con la mayoría de los países que se han pronunciado. La verdad es que agradecemos unirse al clamor de los venezolanos, pero lo que queremos es que se cuenten los votos y que entreguen las actas verdaderas, las que ellos publicaron, porque estas actas las publicaron ellos. Nosotros, como es nuestro derecho, las recogimos, pero estas son actas publicadas por el propio CNE. Y obviamente nos complace que exista absoluta alineación en solicitar que se conozcan las actas con detalle y con detenimiento, incluso las Naciones Unidas. Por otra parte, con relación a las agresiones o a las amenazas, miren, son 25 años de amenaza y persecución. 25 años que le han dicho a las madres venezolanas que le van a quitar una bolsa de comida si no bajan la cabeza frente al régimen. Al empleado público que le van a quitar su trabajo si no se viste de rojo, asiste a sus marchas o vota por ellos. Son 25 años persiguiendo a todos los venezolanos por pensar distinto, por silenciar a los medios, por callar la verdad. Y resulta que el país se cansó y dijo no más y perdió el miedo. Y eso fue lo que vimos ayer. Así que sus amenazas ya no funcionan, por el contrario. Le recuerdan a los venezolanos una de las razones por las que estamos luchando, que es por poder vivir con dignidad y libertad. Dicho esto, pedí que me acercaran la papel que se me había quedado arriba, porque creo que es relevante decir que en esta 73% de actas, los votos que las mismas incluyen son para Nicolás Maduro 2.759.256 y para el Mundo González Urrutia 6.000.000. Y faltan actas. ¿Que repite el número? Muchísimo gusto repito ese número. Nicolás Maduro 2.759.256 y el Mundo González Urrutia 6.275.000. Si lo repito 1000 veces cuando haga mi camino, me da la tranquila.
Just an update here. I can't understand what she's saying, but I see people translating, and I'm seeing some translations online. So really quick, I just want to interrupt and say, from what I understand, she is saying, the opposition leader Machado, she is saying that they have evidence from the polls in, I think, 73% of the country, and the evidence they have shows conclusively that they won. And I believe they're going to make a website. They're going to have a website that's going to be accessible as of tonight, where people can go check how the vote was in their area. But they're saying that they have evidence that shows that they've won, evidence from the voting machines. So anyways, I'm going to send you back there, but that's the basic idea of what she's saying.
No, mira, esos son acuerdos internacionales que forman parte del derecho internacional y que ya, como se conoce, es algo que forma parte de nuestro ordenamiento jurídico, el derecho de asilo. Así que eso está y debe ser respetado.
Y por último, Adriana Núñez, La Voz de América.
Buenas noches. Afuera, una persona preguntó mientras tú hablabas si vas a dejar o pedirle a la gente que permanezca sin cruzar en la calle. Y quisiera añadir que porque esta persona estaba afuera. Ya venimos de camino de 165 muertos en la noche de 7 Si ustedes respetan lo que Nicolás Maduro dijo, van a sangre de Brasil, sin pierdo. Eso puede repetirse. Esta imagen es de la acción europea y de una organización de los altos como la Guardia Nacional. Estamos repitiendo escenas de 2017 a utilizar el Congreso que no deben una nueva arremetida contra el ciudadano que tenga sus estados.
Bueno, varias cosas. Para que haya guerra tiene que haber enemigos. Y en Venezuela no hay enemigos. En Venezuela estamos todos unidos en una misma situación y un modelo. Y lo vimos el día de ayer. Claro que el régimen quiere provocar violencia y quiere provocarnos, porque si hay violencia sienten que la gente se va a regresar a su casa, porque nadie quiere sufrir agresiones ni lesiones. Y por eso nosotros estamos convocando enormes asambleas populares donde hay tanta gente, multitudinarias, que no pueden desactivarnos con amenazas o de unos cuantos grupitos violentos. Y vamos a ir con nuestros hijos, con nuestros ancianos, como hemos llevado adelante todo este proceso de la campaña, donde hemos tenido no solamente decenas de miles, centenares de miles de venezolanos en las calles, sin ningún incidente. Y esto es lo que va a seguir ocurriendo. Vamos a mantenernos de manera ordenada, cívica, pero muy firme, haciendo valer esta verdad, que a partir de este momento no solo ya la sabemos nosotros y la sabe el régimen, sino la van a poder comprobar todos los venezolanos.
De esta manera culminamos nuestra rueda de prensa con el presidente electo Edmundo González Urrutia y el Estado Nacional María Corina Machado.
All right, so I just saw a summary here, which I thought was helpful from Bloomberg. Bloomberg posted what Machado and other opposition leaders are saying is that they have enough to prove, they have enough of the voting tallies, essentially raw voting data, to prove they won the election. Last night they had access to about 40% of them. Now they say they have over 70% of the so-called actas, the raw voting data. And they say that the numbers show that they have more than twice as votes as Maduro, and that it's mathematically impossible that even if Maduro got all the rest of the votes from the remaining 27% of the places, he would still not win. And they're going to, I believe, set up a website where people can check the data, I believe. Also, they called, I believe, for people to gather tomorrow between 11 and noon, I think. M says they have already set up the website, but they haven't publicly released it, have they? I think M said that they said they gave it to foreign governments or something. Yeah, I appreciate people. Sorry. I think those are people outside, like supporters of hers outside that gate, greeting her and talking to her. It kind of looks like. Darla Adams says, yes, she said they will publish tonight the voting records on a safe web. I really appreciate the various people in our chats who have been translating. It's a huge help to everybody else. So thank you to all the people who are translating. Okay, so that was the press conference. In a few minutes, I'm going to have to eat something. I'm basically crashing right now because I haven't even eaten lunch today. I didn't anticipate doing the whole thing, doing so many streams, doing so much streaming in a row. So I want to talk a little bit more. But again, she is saying that they have 73%, they have proof of what happened from 73% of the voting, and that they have the voting records, and that the voting records clearly show that they have enough votes to win and that they're way ahead. And she said they're going to make, I believe she said they're going to make the data public. And also what I want to show you is I found an article from Reuters where they talk a little bit about this stuff. And I just want to show you this right now so you can see it here. Hang on a moment. Right here. Hold on. Yeah, see this article right here? By Reuters. Opposition seeks voting tallies in contested Venezuela presidential race. And this article, it came out before the press conference, but it talks a little bit about these voting records. Opposition leaders and foreign observers urged Venezuela on Monday to release details of a contested election results that independent pollsters called implausible. That means it's basically impossible that the results the government is saying were the results with Maduro winning are actually the real results. As the ruling party sought to extend a quarter century of control and the opposition scrambled to round up voting tallies. So last night, the National Voting Council, which is a government organization, claimed that Maduro won with 51% of the vote, without providing detailed tallies. It blamed a cyber attack launched from North Macedonia for a delayed count. However, independent exit polls and the opposition's partial tally based on public voting records pointed to a decisive win for rival candidate Edmundo Gonzalez. The opposition leader, Maria Corina Machado, last night said Gonzalez had won 70% of the vote. An exit poll by Edison Research, which conducts election polling in the United States, showed Gonzalez had won 65% of the vote. And another exit poll done by a Venezuela firm also said 65%. Edison's executive vice president said the official results are silly. Maduro dismissed the opposition and pollster concerns as a coup attempt. Now look at this here. Witnesses assigned to observe vote counts have a right to a copy of each voting machine's tally under Venezuelan law. This should not be a problem. It should not be an issue. If the government wanted to, they could make this data available. This should not be a hard thing. Because they vote electronically, and there's also a paper record printed out every time somebody votes. A piece of paper gets printed out. So this should not be hard. Again, witnesses assigned to observe vote counts have a right to a copy of each voting machine's tally under Venezuelan law. However, Machado said that in the early hours of Monday, the opposition had only been able to get about 40% of the voting records. Some witnesses were blocked from following counts, and at other sites, the tallies were not printed at all, said an opposition official. Observers from the U.S. nonprofit the Carter Center called on the Electoral Authority to immediately publish the results by polling station. At least one other group of foreign observers was also pushing CNE, the Election Commission, behind the scenes for those voting records, said a person with knowledge of the count on condition of anonymity. Brazil's foreign ministry said releasing the detailed vote tally was indispensable for the transparency, credibility, and legitimacy of the election result. A senior Biden administration official said by engaging in repression and electoral manipulation and by declaring a winner without the detailed precinct-by-precinct polling results, Maduro representatives have stripped the supposed election results they announced of any credibility. The Poder and Estrategia analyst firm, the head of that firm, said tallies from observers who were able to accompany the vote count backed up the accuracy of the exit polls, which said that about 2/3 of people had voted for the opposition. Rios, who is with the analyst firm Poder and Estrategia in Caracas, said his firm's exit surveys outside traditionally pro-government voting stations showed the opposition winning even in those Maduro strongholds, lending more credence to the pre-election surveys that had Gonzalez ahead by a margin of at least 30 percentage points. Okay, so there's lots of evidence that the that the opposition won the vote. And also remember, this should not be hard. If the government wanted to prove that they won, this would have been very easy. They could have released the voting records to the observers last night. They could have done it today. This should not be hard. And they're not doing that. Okay? So it should not be hard to do. It's an easy thing to do. If the government had the records, they could release them. Just to be clear on this. And they haven't. Anyways, that's a little background on when they say they. So I don't. We'll see. The opposition says they now have voting records. I don't know what exact form those voting records. Maybe I can get you more information on that. But the opposition says they have voting records from 73% of the polling places now, which shows them to have over twice the vote of Maduro. And they say that they're going to make stuff available online. Okay? So there's certainly more to come here. By the way, thanks to Root Seller, Martin Gingrich, and Wes Decker for your support. And Fliptrepreneur and Surfing the Darkness and Martin Gingrich and Paul L. So I'm going to take a couple of comments now. I'd like to cover this more, but I must eat. I am not in a good place right now eating wise. So I really need to eat something shortly. So let me take a few comments right now. But while I'm eating, I'll be keeping an eye on this. And if there's more protests tonight, we will do more coverage of this. I assume we'll do more coverage of it anyway, but I'm going to have to eat shortly. But not my president says Maduro will accuse opposition of counterfeiting. Game over. Blissy says, what are the chances Maduro steps down? It depends on what happens in the country. Does the military keep supporting Maduro? How many people go out and protest? Things like this, those could certainly make a big difference. What happens with the protests? Ron Drake says, is Maduro going to respond to the opposition? The Bub26 says, I guess the proof means nothing in a dictatorship. M says they have paper records that they digitized. That's what M says. Again, there are individual pieces of paper that get printed every time somebody votes. We were watching yesterday for about 20 minutes via AFP. Right after the polls closed, there was a camera at one of the polling places, and the polling workers were taking the pieces of paper. And there's also an electronic record, but they were taking the pieces of paper, and one by one they were counting them, just going through. And clearly in that polling precinct, way more people had voted for Gonzalez and the opposition than Maduro, because we were watching it for like 20 minutes. So again, if the government had wanted to be transparent about this, they could have, because the data is there and they haven't, which I think means a lot. Mort says it shouldn't be done in secret and behind closed doors. All right, so I don't have any live video right now. And I know people have been sending me like news updates and videos and all that stuff, and I haven't been able to get to a lot of it. I've been doing my best to kind of just give you everything that I just kind of give you stuff that I'm hearing. But I'm sorry if there's stuff that I haven't posted that you sent. But I really need to eat. So what I'm going to do is right now is I am going to wrap up this live stream. But if I get like footage tonight or news that protests are going on and stuff, we can do another stream tonight. If we don't do a stream tonight, I assume we'll do a stream tomorrow. But let me eat first and take a break. And also there could be big Israel news. I mean, we're waiting to see if Israel launches a military response to Hezbollah for what happened a couple days ago. I could be back on for that. So let me kind of quickly wrap up here. I really appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe, follow Agenda Free TV. We cover all kinds of live breaking news without an agenda. So subscribe and follow. And I would suggest you turn on our notifications because I don't know when big news is going to happen. Like this. So I can't tell you in advance when I'm going to be on the air, but most of the time. But we have a special notification system where we have set it up. It's free. You sign up. We do it through Discord. You sign up and you get sent a link every time we go live. So the mods will post the link to the notifications in our chat. You can also find the link at the Facebook and YouTube video descriptions for this broadcast. So sign up for the free notifications. Also, if you want, there's a chat there where you can chat with other viewers on Discord when we're not on the air. You can check out that chat if you want at the same link. Hey, and also I will post updates when I'm not on the air on my X account, and I've been posting some video clips over there at Lookner on X. Follow me on X at Lookner for news updates about this and other stories. And I'll post my X link in the chat. But you can check that out if you want. Also, a big thanks to our moderators who are incredible. They are always here during our broadcasts, making it so that we can have chat rooms, and I can't thank them enough. Thank you so much to our moderators, people like Chandra and Ruth Krafasi and RJ over there on YouTube, all of our moderators who've been there. Sabrina, thank you so much. Cynthia Moon, and any others I might be missing over there, big thanks to you. Linda Belk and Larry on X, over on Facebook. Kay Lowry Body, Margaret Riley, and all of our other moderators who've been over there on Facebook today. Huge thanks. And our Twitch moderators, like Bash and Girl, Big Ball of Yarn, David Green, LB Prairie Dawn, I Got That Fire, McBritches, Sarah, Papa Bear, and Surly Div. Huge thanks to our Twitch moderators and all of our moderators. And thanks to everybody who donated. The Argentina embassy thing, there was originally a report that there were like security forces surrounding the Argentina embassy. But I'll just tell you what, like Bloomberg said that... there's a report on Bloomberg about that. Bloomberg said that they had heard that the security forces weren't there anymore. Hang on, let's see if I can just find this here. But I read something on Bloomberg where they said they posted a report. Yes, so Bloomberg said that someone who has been sheltered in the Argentine embassy in Caracas with other Machado aides. One of the people who, a Machado aide who's been sheltering from the government in the Argentinian embassy in Caracas, posted on X that Venezuelan police were trying to enter the embassy, but Bloomberg said Machado aides say Venezuelan police have now left the embassy without incident. So that's the latest update I have. That Machado aides told Bloomberg that the police had left the embassy. Maybe they're back there. I don't know. But that's the latest I heard on that. I'll have to check up on stuff. I got to get off the air. And eat something. I'm sorry, but I must eat something. Thanks to everybody who donated. I really, really appreciate all of your support for the channel. You are the ones who let this channel exist. You are the ones who let me purchase the footage, so I have footage to show the live footage. So I really, really appreciate your support for the channel. And if you ever want to donate, you can go to agendafree.tv, agendafree.tv. And I think I hopefully thanked everybody. Thanks to Root Seller. Thanks on Twitch to A Moment of Lovely and Lord Roger for your support, and Meek, Yoy, Who Shot JR, and all of our other supporters. Yeah, no, I'm ending this stream, and maybe we'll do another stream later on. I'm going to end the stream right now and eat. Huge thanks to our Facebook subscribers, our YouTube members, and our Twitch subscribers. Over there on Facebook, people like Sarah and Eric IDX, Wall Street Shaggy, thank you for subscribing, Big Ball of Yarn, and all of our other subscribers over there. Huge thanks to you for subscribing. And our Facebook subscribers like Eve Richards, and Billy Joe Dre's, Margaret Riley, Kay Lowry Body, Robert Rial II, Lou Green, and all of our other subscribers over on Facebook. Thanks for your support in the channel. And our YouTube members, and Jackson22, thank you. And our YouTube members, people like Eric Johnson, Gary BB, Jonathan Sharp, Dean R, Jared, Waltham, Ken Aiken, UV Lightning, Lucky Minute M, Noah, Marissa Pugliese, Randy French, Christine McPherson, thank you, YouTube members. Marty, Roger Shoemaker, Mr. Look Again, Evelyn in Maine, Night of Fire, Supergram, PZ Papazulu, Etani Mulik, and Jimmy ZNJ, and Darla Adams, and Princess Teapot, Marty Hagwood, Dean R, Barbs, Donald Mulligan, Stephen Elder. Thank you, YouTube members. UV Lightning, Noah. Sorry if I repeat some of these. JK Cinar, and Sabin Nation, and Paul S, and Dr. McRib, and Marnie, and Rick Baker, and Liquid Electrum, and Cruella, and all of our, and Def and Not My President, and all of our other members over there on YouTube, and all of you viewers. And thanks everybody for letting me read your chat messages and sending me updates. All right, I got to get off the air and eat something, so that's what I'm going to do right now. As I'm eating, I will be checking social media. If I see updates, I will post them on my X account. And if there's big news later on tonight, we will come back on the air and we will cover it. Okay? But I have no live footage I can show you at the moment. All right, so that is it for now. You've been watching our live update on the protests in Venezuela. We will keep covering this developing situation. Oh, Associated Press does have a live shot outside of the Argentinian embassy in Caracas right now. I am looking at it. So you can go to AP and see their live shot outside the Argentinian embassy. That is, AP is showing that on their YouTube. Okay, that is it for now. We will have more news later. We will see you soon with more live breaking news coverage right here at Agenda Free TV.